Hello and welcome to Indian Express Online. Today, India's Foreign Minister Sushma Swaraj and her Pakistan counterpart met in Nepal. They have discussed bilateral relation between India and Pakistan. We have Shubhajit Roy with us to discuss the issue in detail. Shubhajit, what does it mean in terms of bilateral relation between India and Pakistan?
Yeah, Liz, today the Indian External Affairs Minister and her Pakistani counterpart Sata Aziz, as you know, they met on the sidelines of the SAARC Foreign Ministers meeting in Pokhara in Nepal. Now, on the sidelines, they had a number of occasions, number of opportunities to discuss bilateral issues. First was yesterday over dinner, then today over breakfast, and today they also had a structured, proper bilateral meeting which lasted for less than half an hour, for about 20-25 minutes, and they discussed bilateral issues. In that, the outcome of that meeting, as we understand right now, is that the Pakistan's investigative team, which is probing the attack into Pathankot air base, that is going to come to India on March 27th and will begin its work on March 28th onwards. Now, that is important because Pakistan had been insisting on this visit for last few months now, after the January 2nd terror attack, and on the Indian side, the Defence Ministry had been raising objections. As we would remember, Manohar Parrikar, the Defence Minister, he'd been talking about it quite openly, about his reservations about allowing a Pakistani investigating team into the airbase. Now, those modalities are to be fine-tuned, but from the available information, it is we can assume that they will be going to the Pathankot airbase as well, not in the technical area, but in areas which are accessible and which will be allowed. Now, this date was proposed by Pakistan, and the Indian side then contacted the Prime Minister's office, the NSA, and the defense and the home establishments, security establishment, and then they got back to them and they agreed that 27th March is a good date for time for the Pakistan investigative team to visit India.
These two leaders have met in December.
Right.
Now, it's been 3 months.
Right.
So, what's the takeaway for India now?
Yeah. So, on December 9th, the External Affairs Minister had gone to Pakistan, to Islamabad, to attend the Heart of Asia conference on Afghanistan. There, the two countries, they had decided to resume the bilateral dialogue process, which was named the Comprehensive Bilateral Dialogue Process. Now, shortly after that, as you would remember, the Indian Prime Minister, he made a surprise visit to Lahore on 25th of December. But after that particular visit, shortly after that, within a week or 8 days, on 2nd of January, the talks were derailed, and because of the terror attack, the foreign secretaries who were supposed to meet on 14th and 15th of January to discuss the modalities and how to take the dialogue process, how to take it forward, that got cancelled. Obviously, under the shadow of the Pathankot terror attack, those talks couldn't take place. Now with this particular meeting, after 2 months after the terror attack, first time the high-level meeting between the two sides have taken place, and this has also set the stage for a meeting, possible meeting between the two prime ministers, Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Pakistan Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif. They will be in Washington DC on 31st of March and 1st of April for the Nuclear Security Summit, which is being hosted by the US President, President Barack Obama. So, during that will give an opportunity for them to interact. So far, there has not been a scheduled meeting so far, but it is now expected that because 27th of March and 28th of March, the Pakistan's investigative team will be here and they will be doing their probe. So the possibility is much higher for the Prime Ministers to meet again.
What happened to that foreign secretary level meeting, which was cancelled in, it was supposed to be
That's
taking place in January, mid-January.
Yeah.
So, which is, it looks like it is a crucial part of taking the relationship forward. So, what will happen to that now?
So absolutely. So the foreign secretaries have to meet to work out the modalities on the subjects that are to be discussed under the comprehensive bilateral dialogue process. Now that has been cancelled because of the Pathankot terror attack. Now, although the two foreign secretaries, the Indian Foreign Secretary S. Jaishankar and his Pakistani counterpart Azaz Ahmed Chaudhry, they met in Pokhara in Nepal informally over meals, over breakfast, over dinner, and they had chats. But there was, as of now, as we understand, there was no structured meeting. But having said that, they must have exchanged notes on, say, the fate of Maulana Masood Azhar, who is the Jaish-e-Mohammed chief and who is under detention and custody of Pakistani authorities in Pakistan right now. So that is crucial to, and India has always insisted that Pakistan needs to take visible and credible action and concrete action against the planners and plotters of the Pathankot terror attack before the foreign secretaries can meet and the bilateral dialogue process can move forward. So I think once the special investigative team has visited India, after the prime ministers possibly meet in the US, the decks will be slowly be clearing for a possible meeting between the foreign secretaries in the near future.
Okay. So, thank you Shubhajit for the inputs. Keep watching Indian Express Online.